Hey everybody, I'm at the playground right now with my daughter. We just got her out of school and she's having a blast. And while she is distracted entertaining herself, I thought I would make a quick video here for Facebook to talk about a few things. I get very afraid of the world that she's going to grow up in. Not because of the changes in technology or the changes in the environment. Those I'm sure that humans are smart enough to figure out. But humans have a piss poor rating of filling out other humans, don't we? A different Facebook channel of mine in which I poignantly talk about religion and philosophy and entertain others in groups about those subjects. In the past 4 weeks, I have had multiple slurs thrown at me and multiple demands that I leave the United States because it's not really my country because of this. When I point out to these people that most Americans are born within the borders of the United States, most Americans have family been here for at least 3 to 4 generations, if not longer. But my own family, from what I can tell, appears, well, I should say my own adopted family, appears to have been here since the 1800s and settled in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kentucky before my parents moved me down to Florida. That's not good enough for them because of this. If I were only getting it from one side, that'd be fine. But unfortunately, because of my attitude since converting and still being largely loyal to this, I got some quibbles with some theological things I've heard. Other congregants of my religion are also telling me that I should shut the fuck up. Your fidge is in a very lonely place. She's tasting a squirrel right now. There's a line in the New Testament about the kingdom of heaven being a place where people are innocent like children. I hope that's true. There is no hatred in my little girl's heart. There is no concept of racism. There's no concept of bigotry. There's no concept of any of the ugly things like, well, maybe greed, especially when cookies are involved. But those concepts that bring people down are in her. It's troubling to think that as she grows up, she's going to acquire those from people in the environment. And we have to teach her how to mitigate and discipline herself. Got lots of books on Stoicism prepared for that. But at some point along the way, other people that we live with have acquired bigotry and hatred. And they've embraced it fully and believe that it is the truth, almost as ardently as I believe something happened at Sinai. And these people are growing in numbers. We have a very ugly future ahead of us. We've got what I call Christo-fascists on one term, believe in Christ and believe in my way or else, who are jealous of the hold that jihadists have on their country and are trying to emulate those same modus operandi here in the States. They can have the same kind of power and influence over the culture. We got the rise of Islamists. We got the rise of communists. We've got technocrats trying to get into every aspect of your life, control it through technology and bureaucracy, so they don't have to worry about you having a vote against it. And no one seems to have an answer for when that urge gets into the human psyche of it's not enough that I have enough, I have to control others. J.R.R. Tolkien had a line in the Silmarillion where he characterizes Sauron's need of what makes Sauron evil, and he phrased it as, and he desired that he might control others and bend them to his will. And I've never heard a better definition of evil than that. I don't know what else to do. In addition, it's been my mind lately the first day my little girl's going to have to confront anti-Semitism. That's going to be a fun day. Is she going to be ashamed of her daddy? Is she going to stop listening to me because of something some Yahoo says who hasn't thought through the things infecting his mind? Someone get in her face and demand she yell Christ is King at me? There used to be a time in the American enterprise where we understood that your rights stopped where someone else's toes began or where their property line was, and now we seem to be abandoning that. We've already frayed the civil religion. We've already gotten rid of the concept of free speech. What's next, right? And these bad ideas are spreading all across the world, and it's got me really worried. You've got England talking about doing away with trial by jury in some cases. You've got Poland, which took a measure to try to protect their culture, but doing so are starting to prosecute people for not being Christians or blaspheming against Christ. There's been several instances of them going after rock bands, for instance. You've got Germany and France having to elect barriers around Christmas markets to keep them from being attacked, and now some of them just canceling the market outright because of safety concerns. And nobody wants to talk about what the connecting problem here is, and all these things. Be it the communism we see rising in our political movements, be it the bigotry we see coming out of racial movements, be it the religious bigotry we see coming out of things like Christofascism and Islamism. The whole idea is that there are people out there that are not happy with you being able to live your life the way you choose to. And I wish I were wise enough to tell you how to stop it, because I thought we had the laws and the system and the government to do so. But apparently we don't. And those are my very worried thoughts this morning.